just miners on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the whole beast milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is. Living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men, north of Richmond. I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
Okay, so now we got that part done. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is, just so I can show you around, I want to show you guys how I'm doing this when it comes over to the screen. You can do the same thing when it comes to any of the videos that I'm posting, what I call research vids. You can do the same shit with them. So I'm going to try to do this without knocking everything off and shutting the other camera off, because I got this camera rolling as well. So I can do this without knocking everything down. And then once it's in my hand, I can play with it without fucking it up. Okay, now I'm going to move this out of the way. And the reason why I'm doing this is I want to show you from camera to camera and what I'm doing in order to use my camera as a viewing device. It's a lot easier for zooming in and out. And I'm going to go ahead and put a filter on it. Because we're looking at green trees, I'm going to put a red filter on. So, red filter. And now I'm ready to go at it. Digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon from the trees behind Oliver Anthony. And I'm going to go around in here and I'm going to digitally collect the EMNC. And I'm going to try to do it from camera to camera. I'm collecting it right now. I can see everything that I'm doing. I know I've got a habit lately of moving that camera around fast, but... And then, if I can, what I wanted to do is get this one a little closer so I can do this. And so you can watch in the other camera as I collect this. It's very simple. Digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon from the area we call the trees behind Oliver Anthony. And... while we're doing that, I can't pause this camera. That's the thing that sucks about it. It shuts off. So, let me just keep going. No, I want to turn this on again. Hold on a minute.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like politicians, look out for miners, and not just miners on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the whole beast milking welfare. God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of 5 rounds. Them men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men know the rich men, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men know the rich men. I've been selling my soul.
I'm gonna try to take this one off and work both cameras at the same time. I don't know how this is gonna go.
Bullshit pain, so I can sit out here and waste my life away. Drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men know the rich men, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men know the rich men. I wish politicians would look out for miners, and not just miners on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the whole beast milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of 5 rounds. Them men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men know the rich men, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men know the rich men. I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay. Well, I've been selling my soul, working all day, Overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away. Drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men know the rich men, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich men know the rich men. I wish politicians look out for miners, and not just miners on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the whole beast milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men know the rich men, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich men know the rich men.
Okay, man.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
Okay, tripping over wires. Got a lot going on here. Can't pause my freaking videos.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away. Drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men know the rich men, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich men know the rich men. I wish politicians look out for miners, and not just miners on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the whole beast milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world. And I don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich man, 'cause the rich man. I wish politicians would look out for miners, and not just miners on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the whole beast milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men know the rich men, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich men, know the rich men.
It's not easy.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay. Working hard.
Okay, I don't know how many minutes in I am. I just wanted to mention a few other things too. All right, so when I'm showing you guys the EM&C in the trees, the rocks, the stones, that's intentional to get you to look there, because if I only showed you the clouds, then everyone's going to think that it's government-run operations of holographic images in the cloud level, right? That's what everyone's going to go with. Majority of people, because we're already set up for it. The same way that all the television shows and movies and everything have always, I don't even know if I'm on camera, the same way that all the movies and everything like that over the years, and the books and everything like that, sell all these bullshit stories to us, program us with them. And it's very nonchalant the way they're thrown in there, but just take a look back. Can you think of any television show ever that didn't do a segment, several parts, sometimes several episodes of different television shows, whether it be, I mean, everything, every television show I can think of. I was going through them last night, but all the shows I grew up on, they all had these certain elements that they would play out in their episodes throughout their series. Outer space nonsense, right? Anything to do with outer space, space aliens, to get us ready for the space alien takeover someday, because we went from gods and Jesus and Buddha and Muhammad, and we're leaving those religions behind to go to a space alien religions. All of it is false. There's a way for you to just go and see the true creator for ourselves. All of you, and anybody that's coming to my videos, it's not a special power. We all have it. It's just that we've been programmed not to ever look and not to use it. And that's one of the things I wanted to talk about here. Now, this video I may have to delete because of using Oliver Anthony's video here. You know how that goes. But I'm going to just make a quick half-hour, 45-minute video to this. But same thing, they did the same thing with all the episodes with the transgenderism stuff that we're seeing now. So everyone's upset because of drag queen story hour and stuff like this, you know. And then there becomes this battle between both sides and all this shit. But this shit was always being done, even to the side now that doesn't like it. We don't want to put a exact label on them because they can't just say all conservatives are not into this shit and like that. I can't say only right-minded people would be against such nonsense and all this because we did it. We did it. There's no Three Stooges did a cross-dressing many times, cross-dressing episodes. Um, Happy Days did cross-dressing episodes where the guys dressed up as girls. Um, every show that you can think of, and then as you get to the more modern television shows, then you had even like nowadays they just throw it in as a character. And they don't say, oh, they're dressing up as a girl. They just have a cross-dressing or a transgender or something like that in the movie, and they make even a bigger deal out of it than even needs to be, because in real life, in our real lives, we had transgender people all around us all the time. It wasn't that big of a deal. Even though they tried to pit us all against each other and everything like that, it wasn't a big deal. Men are more aggressive, so even men that don't cross-dress or are not transgender, just let's say gay men, they're going to be more aggressive. They always were. When I was a kid growing up and everything too, it was always like that. And then it made you think and say, wow, that's how a girl feels when we pinch their ass, when they're not asking for it, just because they got tight jeans on, and we go and pinch a girl's ass, and we're like, as men, we're thinking, oh, wow, that was a nice ass, nice tight ass, right? And then when a guy gets their ass pinched by another guy, and because it's happened to me several times, I had a nice ass back in the day. So I'd be like, who the fuck did that? And there was only guys around me or whatever. And then, you kind of think that it's like these three guys. And I was pissed. I was really pissed off. Number one, a guy did this to me. And it took years before it finally sunk in and stuff. So I was able to look back at those days and say, oh, but really, that's just a guy thing. Because guys are aggressive assholes like that, And I guess, someone has to be. And then someone has to put us in our place for doing it too. So anyway, so this transgenderism, cross-dressing, and homosexuality and everything, it's been always there. Then we got on TV right now, we got all this, the new movies are coming out. That Mel Gibson movie and everything. I mean, come on, man. I mean, this shit's been going on for hundreds of years, selling children and doing all this bad stuff with kids and everything. You can go all the way back to the 60s. It was in the music, right? The Animals were singing about it. There were different rock groups that were, over the years, you realize, oh my God, all their songs that they were singing were about pedophilia and about all these things. And can't even supposedly say that word either. So this video will probably get shut down. But you're not supposed to even talk about these things. Well, the people that are jailing people for these offenses over the years, the senators, congressmen that are making up these laws, the laws go against the average citizen, such as the 17, 18-year-old boy who's dating a 16-year-old girl. I've seen this happen a lot in my life, where those age groups, when they're between 13 and 21, I would say, between 13 and 21, if I had guys that at 13 years old, friends, boys, that were telling, we were all liars, we were all lying to each other. I don't know who was really getting laid. I could figure probably at 13, my buddy Dave was older looking, and he had already 5 o'clock shadow starting, and he was known to date girls in their 20s. So him at 13, 14 years old, I could see him getting laid by a 20-year-old girl or an 18-year-old girl. But we were all telling each other that we were getting laid, right? I mean, because we're a bunch of fucking liars. And then, of course, the girls are saying they're not, and when they actually were, and all that kind of shit. It was just because no one can ever tell the truth about anything. But if we're going to be honest with ourselves, this programming that we undertook throughout all of our television, I Dream of Jeannie, Bewitched, where the mother-in-law turns him into a girl, and all this kind of stuff. They always happen in all these television episodes. And so they normalized it, right? They normalized it. Now, there is a reason, I'm can't really talk about too much because you can't say anything on YouTube anymore. No platform. There's no platform to talk about any of these things because you get shut down on them all. But there's reasonings for that. When you go look at the true creator's work and you see the true creator's work, you'll understand when the false creator/creator did his divisions, all of his divisions, what we know as male and female, we were divided. And that is what made us male and female. Otherwise, we would just be one, and we would be absorption and secretion creatures working as individual ones rather than being our own selves. We were offered a soul by the false creator/creator to live amongst this true creator's energy. Also, having a soul makes us separate. We have a separate energy from the true creator's energy called a soul, spirit, whatever you want to call it. And there's, there could be debates and talked about what species actually have this soul, because we got feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast. Now, we're on the humans level, we're told that felines and canines and apes, I think, are admitted to having a mirror neuron. But feline and canine, for example, and most rodents, they work off of common sense. They work off of, they don't have a mirror neuron, an empathy neuron. So, when it comes to, it's all natural instincts, you know what I mean? And they don't even need a mirror neuron in order to not go taking more from life than what they need. We, on the other hand, as humans, are always taking more from life than what we need, and we need to lie to ourselves in order to do this. Because if we need, that's where the mirror neuron manipulator comes in. Because if we don't have a way to lie to ourselves and believe our own lies, then we'd be feeling shitty all the time. We need a way to believe all these ridiculous lies, and they are all ridiculous fucking lies, all of it. And it sounds so drastic because there's so many people that just go along with all the shit. So everybody thinks that what's coming out of my mouth sounds insane and drastic. It's not at all. So the propaganda's been thick. Now, with the imagery, the feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast. And I should shut this camera off because this is going to be a very boring fucking video. Just staring at him. Maybe I should play this while I'm talking and turn the volume down. What I wanted to get through, though... What I wanted to talk about was, over the years, a lot of the propaganda, how they tricked us into things. All right, so people over the years saw what they claimed to be Jesus in the toast, right? There was Jesus in the bread. I remember that one when I was a kid. I remember, you'll remember some because they're all small town stuff, and everybody's got different stories that they'll remember. Then you remembered Ronald Reagan's face in a potato somebody once found. And then there was Adolf Hitler's face in a potato or a tomato or some kind of shit too another time. So what they do is they get you sucked into using specific names when you're going to name a face that you see. Because someone might have really seen that face, what they think of as that face. Why wouldn't they? I mean, it's all the true creator's imagery anyway. We are all built of the true creator's imagery, the same imagery that I'm trying to show you guys all around in the clouds and everything else. Maybe that's what I'll fucking do for these videos. But everything that I'm showing you guys, feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast, this is the true creator's imagery. The builders building these feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast images, everything in this realm. The waters, the skies, the rocks, the stones, the human skin, the fur. You can look in on landscapes, trees, whatever. Let me go in over here. So what they do is, because they're running the system, they have total control over the programming. They vaccinate the shit out of us at birth. They've got our parents and our grandparents. They had them totally zombified before we ever came along. Then when we came along and became parents, we're now doing the same exact shit to our kids. It's really, really bad. It's really, really terrible, terrible shit. I don't even know why anyone would even think that it's good shit that we're doing. And I really don't have time to get into it all. The whole Internet of Things and all that stuff. Oh, it's so fucking bad. Yeah, my computers are really slow too. I'm trying to get over to the Miguel Everyone channel because there's these 5 or 6 videos that I just did. I can roll them through while I got the filter on. I can start rolling them through, but this thing goes so slow. Back to this. So there was all these things over the years that people made the mistake of doing that. Instead of just saying, I see a human image and just leave it at that, right? They got to identify it as an image. Oh my God, that looks just like Jesus. Well, how the hell do you know what Jesus looks like other than what we see when we walk into a church? Nobody ever had a picture of Jesus. No one ever had a painting of Jesus. It's all bullshit. Even at the Last Supper and everything like that, done, so many years after Jesus supposedly walked the earth and all this stuff. Not to say there wasn't some guy named Jesus, but it was nothing. The story went nothing like we were told it went. You get closer to some realities of a prophet when you look at other prophets, even Muhammad and others, maybe even Buddha. I don't know. You have to look into it. But it's not worth looking into. Just go look at what I'm showing you, and then you're going to see the true creator for yourself, and you'll see the false creator/creator for yourself, and then we can just all go from there. And then you're going to realize that all the rest of it was all bullshit anyways. It just proves that everything else we were told was a lie. So, and you don't need me to tell you this. So you don't need the words out of my mouth. That's why it's important that you go look for yourselves. If everyone goes and looks for themselves, then they'll see that. They'll just see it all. You'll see everything. So we've been dumbed down so fucking bad, so bad, over the years as this has been going on. And the televisions and the movies, when you think about all the space movies and shit like that over the years, and all their fake ass moon landing shit and everything like that. That's why it's important. And when I get into this Neil Oliver series, I will go heavy on the moon. Yeah, these are really good videos. These are coming out really good. What I've been doing is I'm testing out YouTube, running some tests on YouTube to see what they're going to hit me on. Now, this Neil Oliver video, I'm sure he's already got it patented, but I'm using it as educational purposes. So I'm going to state that in the video that I'm using his video as educational purposes. And so far, YouTube, when I'm looking, these last 5 or 6 videos that I posted, they're not putting their bullshit on there about condensation trails. So that's good. I'm happy about that. And so we're going to see if they're going to leave me alone or not. So that's what we got going on right here. That's what these videos are. So I can leave this camera rolling, and I'll just maybe run this one a little bit onto this camera. Tightening the pixels is what I'm doing. And then pausing and playing. I don't know if I can do it all from here, but I'm going to try it. Did I say everything I wanted to say? I think I did. I just wanted to mention that because that's going to be thrown at you. Oh my God! Cause see, they can't do that when I'm saying feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast. This is the imagery. This is the true creator's images. That's what they are. That's what everything's built in. The shape of these images is how things are built, and that goes for everything. And then by looking at the imagery and seeing the true creator's work and watching the builder's work, you'll learn all these other really neat things that if I tell you them, it'll go against everything you've ever heard, learned, thought, taught, or programmed. So you're just going to change the channel and you're not going to go look for yourself. So it's hard for me to keep saying these things, but they have to be said because when you go and watch, you'll understand what it is I'm talking about. One of the things I haven't mentioned in a while is I'm just going to press play on this so that this video is doing something because this video is not even looking at anything. When you go and look at things for yourself, you're going to see that we were told that when life was beginning in the seed and that everything grows out like this and everything grows out. And that's not the way the builders work. The builders are building from all sides, all directions, in to out, to in to out, all directions, all sides at all times. That's the way the builders work. They don't start in a little tiny little nanolith size particle and then open up like that and do this or anything like that. They don't do that. That's not the way they work. So that's an important thing. that as you're going along to need to know, because it's the start of bio life. It's the start of all bio life on this earth. The idea to keep calling things a planet or a globe or a world or all these propagandist names that have been sunk so hard into our heads that we all believe that nonsense. It's none of those things. And the only reason we believe it is from things that we see on television screens, movies. I can show you how they lied about it all. I can show you the lies. In it all, we can go look at the satellite footages and everything. I can show you the lies, which I have done. And on the Michael Oziak channel, I go into plenty of that. But it doesn't do any good because no one's going to look. Everyone's so stuck on, there's no way that we could have been lied to this badly. There's no way, you know. And yeah, we were. And that was another thing I started to say the other day is I don't say it much anymore. Is it's not they. To know they is us. They is we. And I like being in the habit of saying that because everywhere you go, everyone's always looking for them and who they are and blaming them, myself included. I've always been doing that too. I'm a bad person to do that. Or known to do that, I should say. Yeah, they is us. They is we. We are they. So I always remember that whenever you catch yourself saying they, talking about like this guy here, this song that we're working on and stuff. He's blaming the rich men from Richmond and all that. He's using good feeling terminology in this song that would make this song good no matter what, no matter who is singing it. Here's some EMNC collection from the Trees. No matter what, that song is going to sound good because the word Lord feels good to say. It feels good to hear. It's got a good ring to it. God does not. God starts with a hard G. And God, if you put God in songs, you better put some nice sounds around it and behind it in order for it to feel good to somebody. It's weird the way it works, you feel much better saying dear Lord thank you than dear God, because God has a sharp G and it's a cutoff and it's all purposeful. It's all propaganda terminology that was put in the books before it was put in the television shows and the movies. They were always using this against us. Anyways, let's get back to looking at some of this and this.
Power on.
Oh, that's right, because of this thing, then that doesn't gonna do me no good. See how sucky that camera is? It's got this stupid box in front of it. I don't know. Can I get rid of that? No. No. Sucks. Yeah, this is a really good video. Oh, it's already at 40-something minutes anyways. I'm already at 40-something minutes anyway. So I'll just end both of them. I'll let it run through. Yeah. Like I said, I might have to delete these videos real fast anyways. So I'll leave it there. And I wanted to go in on some of these clouds. I was going to let some of these roll through. Maybe I will. Let's see, 41 minutes. All right, so yeah, it's at 41 minutes. I'm just going to let a few minutes of it roll through. This is a cloud digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon from the cloud level. You can see I left a little bit of trees on each side. I always left trees in my videos anyways because I like people to know that I'm looking at the clouds. But right now my claim is that I'm digitally collecting the EMNC from the trees. So that's my way of, what are you doing? That's my way of stopping YouTube from marking my videos as conspiracy. So yeah, these pricks, they were always set up for that. They were always set up for that. They always put on a news channel, they make somebody famous that look like a crazy person, and they come on the news and say, "Oh, look, I found this rock that has John F. Kennedy's pic. It looks just like John F. Kennedy, right?" And this, it possibly could, because John F. Kennedy's looks and his appearance is a creation of the true creator. So these images are all around us. So the chances that you're going to come across an image that looks like John F. Kennedy is pretty fucking good, especially if you're looking. If you're not looking, and you're not going to look at the clouds or the trees or the rocks or the potatoes or any other thing in this realm, and you're only going to see them as what we were told they are rather than what they actually are, then yeah, then okay. But if we're going to stop lying to ourselves and we're going to start telling ourselves the truth about things, then that's a different story. Then let's do it. Let's do it. Let's stop saying that we're going to do it, because everybody makes claims. Oh, yeah, I'm the only one telling the truth around here, but they're all full of shit. They're not telling the truth. They're just telling another version of their truth. They're not telling the actual reality, the truth. That's why YouTube is so afraid for me to show this. They're not allowed to let me show anybody this. If you're squeaking by and you're a real person and you're squeaking through and finding these videos, you just got lucky. You're not getting through because that they're putting my videos up on any algorithm or anything like that. They're very much hidden. So you're just getting coincidentally coming across my videos and you came in. They're counting on the fact that I suck at making videos. They're counting on the fact that the shit that I'm talking about is stuff that nobody else is going to go next to or near, because they're all afraid of it, and they're afraid to be labeled as insane or crazy. You got the psychotherapy network, the psychologists and psychiatrists. They're all set up to say anybody that sees what it is that I'm showing you, they're supposed to be considered insane. 50 years ago, 100 years ago, they'd lock you up in a minute saying that you're insane if you admit that you see these things, that you see what the reality around you. You're not supposed to look at reality around you. You're supposed to look at their books. You're supposed to look at their television screens and their monitors and their cell phones. You're supposed to look at all that. You're not supposed to go and look at actual reality that's all around you. And it's not something that just started recently. It's the fuck show didn't just start yesterday. The fuck show's been there all along. We just were convinced that it was something good. We were convinced that that it was good for us to be doing these things. It wasn't. All right, so that one's at 43 minutes. This one's at 45 minutes. Just a couple more minutes. Get rid of this camera light and get rid of that glare too, but fuck it. Yeah, these videos all came out good too. They came out good. I got to go back and look, see if any of them got copyright strikes or anything on any of them, or if they did anything else to them. We'll see. But so far, they're not putting condensation trail nonsense on there. And this video here, who knows? Because this guy, Oliver Anthony, he might have, I don't know. It's an educational purpose video. That's all I can try to do and see what happens. I'll be back. Okay, that's one that can go up. And this one, I think I'm going to keep on going. Yeah, I am. I'm going to keep rolling with this other camera, because this other camera was pretty boring for a while. But now it should be better. Just got to get my distance. and then get rid of that bottom piece, and then this one can get uploaded. While I'm doing that, this can all be turned back on.
Power on.
Well, I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich men, don't the rich men. I wish politicians would look out for miners, and not just miners on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the whole beast milking welfare. God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of food round. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich men, north of Richmond. I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay. I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich men, don't the rich men. I wish politicians would look out for miners, and not just miners on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the whole beast milking welfare. God, if you're keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to. For people like me, people like you, wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. All it is, living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men know the Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, cause the rich men know the rich men. I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay. I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to. For people like me, people like you, wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. All it is, living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, cause the rich men know the rich men. I wish politicians would look out for miners, and not just miners on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the whole beast milking welfare. Well, God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to. For people like me, people like you, wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. All it is, living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men know the Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, cause the rich men know the rich men. I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.